vetoes everything.
Well, speaking of vetoing everything, we are on to the Death Aura, otherwise colloquially known as just Death. As we have here spawned in the bottom left, the Purple Protoss representing Mind Freak. And the nation of Australia, give it up for Pezz.
You'll love to see it. And sweating here in the top left-hand corner map, sweating all the way in the top left-hand corner map. We have the Greens player coming down from land of Malaysia. He is a man of his people. He is now on the Death Aura map, which kind of makes sense because, you know, one thing, he's not positive, he's not negative. He is neutrals.
I get it.
Haha! Because he's like Switzerland.
Alright, so...
And going for a pool first.
Yeah, and it's gonna get spotted by Pezz here, so... Pezz should automatically be like, okay, well, cool, I'm just gonna stop that second warp gate, or actually, does he... Yes, oh, okay, does go for that Nexus. And it wasn't it wasn't a 12 pull, so he's not going to be in too much danger, but he should be patching up that wall pretty soon. Maybe pumping out a Zealot just in case.
Yeah, there we go. And, you know, I'll give one thing about Death Aura. It is definitely a lot easier to get your wall set up, just because of how narrow choke point to natural that is. So Pezz, he felt pretty confident to get the second base up. Not quite getting a unit out, just waiting for that Cybercore to finish up so he can get something ranged. Which, I mean, that's a little bit of a gamble. I kind of get it, because Adepts are just going to be way better than Zults in this situation, but sometimes you just do want a unit just to complete the whole.
Yeah, well, this probe has done an excellent job of just, you know, keeping those Zerglings back. Sure, it's going to die, but now it just bought time for the Adept, so there's slight early game pressure. It's not going to be happening anytime soon.
That's actually committing to the solid wall.
He is getting that Stargate. I do like it. Oh, Zerglings just run past. Trying to get this Adept, but the Adept, through the acceleration zone, is going to be nope, bye.
See you guys. You can't catch me. I'm the library.
Oh.
Immediate bailing that's being thrown down by neutrals. What does this tell you, Quirky?
It's going to be a Bane Bus, I can tell you that. And, ooh, doesn't get spotted by the Shade.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate. That could be a pretty costly mistake going on there. But I do have to say, regardless, Pezz getting a fairly decent defensive setup. Gonna go into the Oracles as well. I mean, way better than the what's it called? What's the unit called? The Void Ray in this scenario.
Yeah, but he needs to be very, very careful here. See, he's already got that second gateway here, and now he should see it. Okay, a lot of lings. You might think, okay, maybe just be a ling rush, but he needs to keep a track of those lings, and he has done that. He is sending the Oracle after it. There's the Void Ray, try and get rid of some pesky overlords.
Yeah, really keeping the possibility of maybe a potential Roach Rush as well in there. I mean, Void Rays, they're pretty good nowadays.
And actually getting a second warp gate at that wall there, not necessarily his. And I don't think Neutrals has gone for this. He's gone for the main base scout with an Overlord, has he?
No, not quite yet. Just sort of keeping it around the proximity of the natural base, having a little bit of a stakeout, trying to figure out where the big Bane Bus locations can be. And meanwhile, Pezz gonna take advantage of that with the Oracle. Just gonna zoom around, just gonna find the targets to just zip, zap, zop. Pezz, once again, he's so confident in his ability to have control, have complete map control of this game. Gonna go for the third base, despite seeing all of those Zerglings out.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, Neutrals, he wanted to go for that Bane Bus, but he saw the defensive setup for him. Pezz saw that the Oracle was out and just thought, you know what, I can't really shove my way in there with my big meaty Bane arm. So instead, he's just going to play macro. He has got that third base up. Slightly behind in economy as what you want as a Zerg and a PvZ, but he did go for that early game pressure, so he is going to be quite behind. But now he is getting that Hydralisk Den, getting some more Overlords. This Void Ray going to be doing a couple more damage. Going to keep on supply blocking neutrals here. The creep, you know, not the best at the moment here for neutrals.
Yeah, definitely not. He does need to get that rectified. Do you think maybe neutrals miss teching up a little too quickly? Because I don't see a drone being produced right now. He is only on 50 and on 3 bases. Maybe he just wants to, you know, get these Hydralisks in case Pezz is going to dedicate himself more for air, so he just wants some forward defenses up. But honestly, Pezz hasn't really put too much pressure aside from this Oracle, and I feel like neutrals absolutely has the opportunity to be a little greedy.
Yeah, and he is doing that, except he's sort of mind-gamed neutrals here, because he has gone for that Hydralisk Den, but Pezz is going for the Charge Lot +1 timing here. He's getting Immortals as well. This is not, you know, what neutrals is thinking that Pezz is going to be going for. Sure, these Hydras are going to be doing very damn well. Actually, these Lings could have got some surrounds on those sentries and dabs that were enough there, but decides against it.
Yeah, not wanting to take that risk there. Especially not when there's a shield battery in that position. Beautiful stasis forward. I cannot believe you didn't see that pop. But yeah, that is just going to keep neutrals even further and further behind. Look at that worker lead from Pezz. And just compound it by about 20.
Oh, but
they're instantly harassed, but look at all those force fields. So Quirky keeping neutrals completely out of high ground. And now they're starting to come in. Neutrals, I mean, taking the long way around, this is just buying Pezz so much time.
The circle has to be careful. So low on shields and health there. But, you know, here comes
the boys!
Oh, doesn't exactly...
Dead.
Yeah, he's just trying to buy time until he can get some... till Storm completes, gets the energy up, alright.
This is
Charge
not a good
is
place.
done.
That it has, and Pezz fighting just within range of the battery overcharge. The charge on the Zealots, completely cleaning house on top of these Hydralisks. And, you know, Pezz, he's lost a lot of his adepts. But what is still standing, Quirky? The backbone of the army. These 3 very expensive Immortals. Pezz still a little bit desperate in terms of the army count, but it is just getting way better for him. I would like to see a couple of Archons still. Would be nice.
Maybe 2 Archons. Maybe, yeah, I would say 2 Archons would be the magical number here, because it is just that Ling Hydra. No Banes, which I would have thought, he saw the charge lots, you know what, should have been thinking, oh, Banes, that would have actually been good. But no, he is just sticking to this Ling Hydra style.
Taking a page off of Mio Micah's book there, and I mean, it's allowing him to have map control here. It's allowing him to, you know, force a cancel on that base. But here come the storms! All of these Zerglings down into the red. A couple of more Templars sneaking off the back, storming down all of these Hydras. Look at the supply plummet for neutrals. And I feel like this is his last stand. You know, neutrals, he doesn't have a 4th base. He's not making any more drones. He's still in this game. He's still trying to, you know, see what he can get done. But I feel like the time is long past. There we have it. 6 more drones in production. And if Pezz continues to be passive, neutrals can come back in this game, but it's not looking very likely, is it, Quirky?
No, well, he's moving out right now. He has got that Warp Prism, so you might expect, you know, a warping of Zealots into the main. There's no creep spread to try and detect where that's going to happen, so that's going to be a big warp-in happening. Come on, Pezz, you got the minerals.
Come on. Yeah, I mean, you know, three Zealots, that's pretty big.
6,
there
7.
we go. That is more we like it. He's pulling them together.
I mean, you have no overlords there. You just keep on...
Just keep on warping in and warping in and warping in.
Until you get like a mass bunch of Zealots.
And then you reveal your hand.
Yeah.
Alright, but Pezz does get going. And it's going really, really well. Oh, Quirky. I just noticed this. Neutrals doesn't have centrifugal hooks.
Yeah, he doesn't have that Bane speed. He only just got it now because he was like thinking, oh, right, Zealots. Silly me.
To be fair, yeah, I mean, to be fair, when you're up against the Zealots, you still want centrifugal hooks because the health boost is pretty nice, but the charges charge right into the Banelings. They do your job for you there.
Yeah. I mean, if you have good control, actually, you know, you can sort of save it. You know, try and bait out the charge as well.
Ooh.
But, you know, look at this. Already +3 attacking started here from Pezz. He knows he's so far ahead. He's up 40 supply. Oh, 30 supply, I should say. And he's even got the big army, bigger economy here.
This is absolute beef wave. Look at those Wagyu Archons right in the front, establishing their, or really making use of their AoE damage.
I mean, you know, you were talking about, what was it the other day? Beef wave? That's what it said?
Yes.
I think you'll find the proper pronunciation there is beef cake, not beef wave.
Oh.
But, or even then, you know.
Bad information there.
Yeah. But look at those thick Wagyu prime rib Archons just absolutely demolishing neutrals as Pezz is going to be taking game number 1.
Top PvZ player in the region. I guess this is kind of what we've come to expect. This is Pezz.
I mean,
Go on.
Oh no, it's just such a drumming. I wasn't expecting it, but again, it was sort of neutral zone fault. He did try and go for that early Bane Blast, but then it sort of fizzled out, didn't really do much, and then Pezz just took some really good fights, you know, just unable to be push through you know, Pezz's defenses there. Those early force fields, you know, just were absolutely perfect, blocking out the Hydras from getting up top of the high ground. As we are going into Golden Wall. Ooh.
Interesting map choice coming out from neutrals, which I'm all for it. You know, we're not going to be seeing this map in the next pool, so may as well make use of it while you still can, and make use of it. We have seen a lot of Zerg players do. One of my favorites has got to be Go-Go Joey, particularly on this map.
Yes.
Loves his golden base builds.
Yes. Go-Go Joey, me and Micah, you know, really love it. You know, getting those early pressure builds with some early roach. And it has been sort of Pezz's weak Achilles heel, this map. So we'll have to see whether neutrals can exploit that, or you know, whether Pezz has weathered the storm enough that he's like, you know what? Know what I'm going to do.
Yep, and real quick before we move on, I just checked Discord, and Lord Loken, thank you once again for the bits, my buddy pal. It is definitely much appreciated. You know who else appreciates it?
Lights Wallet.
Lights Wallet. And you know how you can help Lights Wallet? Exclamation mark Patreon in the chat. Yeah, exactly.
Well, speaking of exactly, we are onto the Golden Wall, which is held up by the Pillars of Gold, which keeps the Eternal Empire eternal. And we have here spawning in the left-hand side of the map, the Purple Protoss, representing Mind Freaks in the nation of Australia. Give it up for Pezz.
You can say that 10 times real quick. And in the right-hand corner map, spawning all the way to the right-hand side, we have the green Zerg player. He's not blue for positive. He's not red for negative. He is representing Clan Emsha, coming out all the way from the land of Malaysia. We have neutrals. Do you think he's basing his name off of like protons and how they're charged?
Protons aren't charged. Protons are positive.
Wait, really?
Yes. What are the negative subatomic particles called?
Protons, nucleuses.
Just no.
There are none?
Almost.
Neutrons?
Yes, there we go.
Neutrons. God.
What is it? What is an atom made up of? Protons, neutrons, and
I know this one. Ions?
no.
Anions.
No.
Emotes?
No. Electrons.
Electrons.
And then you also have different subatomic particles like your quarks, your planks. But that's there's let's not go into there. But we do have this bottom side rush here from neutrals.
Yeah, I'm honestly very surprised. I mean, he even went for the gas over there. Are we gonna even see a base come
that
out?
is. Oh no!
Oh no, we're not. This is actually genius. How do you make a shortcut when it comes to the mining without building a base? Neutrals is showing you right now. One gas geyser or one extractor. That's all you need. Switch it up. Get rid of that gas. Get rid of those minerals entirely. Get them lings out. And Pezz does scout a lot of lings. Do believe he sees the golden base as well. So he's going to be anticipating some aggression out of him, but I don't think he's anticipating it from this side of the map.
Yeah, no, unless, he hasn't even got a spotter pylon there. There's how many more? Okay, he's got a couple of more trips there.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit. 15, 10 remaining.
This is such a micro-intensive thing as well, because you got to keep...
Really is. Look at all these links, Quirky.
Okay, he should be through. Come on.
Come on, one more. Let's go.
There we go, right?
There we have it. Here comes the ling flood, Quirky. Pezz, not at all expecting this. His neutrons are getting shook.
Oh, but nice probe drilling stay. Not getting this around, but 4 probes already starting to fall. There's... Oh, is it? Oh, he's just going for the main nexus here.
That he is. I mean, not quite as damaging as, say, getting a main hatchery, but it is still not at all what you want to happen. A lot of these probes starting to go down, but the Oracle and the Adept really starting to chew through these
Void Ray, yeah.
And the Void Ray needs help out a
he's
little
probably
bit.
thinking, all right, where's the base? Oh, there is no base here.
There's just one extractor. One extractor that everything's...
He's probably like, why did you build an extractor there? Yeah.
Are we okay? Wait, am I lagging?
Oh, yes you are.
Why? Up.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Ouija.
For now.
Funara. And yeah, this is actually, all things considered, a very nice hold from Pezz. Looks like only 7 workers at the end of the day there. He is up more than 20 workers for the time being, way higher in tech. Neutrals, he's got this golden base, and that does help. That's a little bit of consolation, but honestly, it really doesn't make up for 20 workers.
And also, I would like to apologize. I got my subatomic particle charges wrong. Neutrons are neutral, electrons are the positive charge, and protons. That is my bad. But this is why I didn't take. Funny thing is, I took chemistry. I should know this. I can tell you how what reactions happen and how it goes into, but I can't. It's been a while, I will say.
Yeah, I too took chemistry, but I failed because all I did was try to see if I could make meth.
Yeah. But anyway, now we're going back into sort of more normal macro game after that brilliant, I want to say brilliant big brain 200 IQ play from neutrals. And it's only the Void right here stopping, and the rest of the army's just sitting there as he's going for that double pronged attack. There's only one. Ooh.
Exactly, and honestly, this is probably the best time for neutrals to try to go for something like this. Battery overcharge ran out, but once the Immortal came out, once he saw those extra pylons being thrown down, he knew that there is nothing that he could really do to break that. So he's just going to back off, try to macro up. He's got a lot to catch up on, but he's going to try. He knows that this is basically the only way he can win from here on, so he's going to have to try to catch up somehow.
Yeah, that's a revelation on a gold base, trying to see if there's any, sort of way Pezz can come in with any harasser, but looks like Pezz is just going for this standard, macro ground army at the moment. He's got the Dempsey, he's got that one Immortal, he's getting the Twilight Council, so he should be going for charge momentarily. Oh, but this Oracle coming in, gonna take out all those drones there.
Yeah, I mean, neutrals, he took out 7 probes. Pezz comes back and takes out almost twice as much. Some juicy drones over here! But Pezz does move away, does not want to risk losing the Oracle. There's just so much utility that he can get later on in this game. So he wants to keep it alive, as long as he can.
Yeah. Now, neutral's getting that Hydra Den. I feel like, maybe if he goes for some Lurkers here, he could put up some really good defense. Especially with Ling Hydra Bane Lurker as well, being a very popular composition at the moment from Zergs in PvZ. But for now, it's just going to be neutral, still staying on these 3 bases. He hasn't gone for that 3rd yet. Still sticking, getting the workers now, and getting 9 drones, 10 drones. He's really droning up. He really wants to get that economy going here.
And I mean, that's what and I feel like that is the right call for him. That's absolutely what he needs to do. Getting the gold base, again, that's a little bit of a compensation there, and it does mean that he'll have a little bit of a crutch to, to sort of help him get back on his feet here. He is expanding and taking out pretty well, getting his upgrades a lot quicker. I have a feeling this may not be as one-sided as game number 1, but Pezz is already looking to attack. He's already got those Archons on this side of the map. He's looking to take out that golden base.
Yep, and immediately, oh my god! Beautiful force fields there, taking out 9 drones. Already gonna hopefully snipe off this golden base as well, but neutrals, he is taking that orb up in the top side there. As all this poor Overlord, and that is a lot of Archons.
Indeed it is, but funnily enough, Archons are the one unit that isn't in range to take out this this golden base. It does go down in the end, and Pezz, I was just going to see him try to back away, take another base, or is he going to go for the throat here? Does back off.
Yeah, I think that's the best, because you don't know what kind of defenses that neutrals has up and protecting that mineral wall there. But he is just going for that Ling Bane Hydra at the moment. Hasn't exactly gone for the Lurkers, as I was really hoping he would. But he's just going to try and eco his way up here. But Pezz, he's not just going to let neutrals lie in peace here.
Not quite yet.
That is a nice round.
Yeah, it's actually doing a lot of damage here, but the Stalkers are able to fight back. The Archon's really helping out a ton. Pezz, he's starting to lose a couple of them, but that is what he wants. He wants to reinforce the Stalkers. GG is called.
GG.
Pezz once more showing off why he is a top PvZ player in the region, and honestly, Quirky, I'm looking at a bracket. I think there's a very good chance that if Pezz continues to play like this, we're going to see his fourth Grand Platypus Open championship.
And well, I really hope so. You know, he has been on the rise. He did take out last week's GPO. So maybe he could start his own momentum going, you know. But
Exactly. I mean, this is the time for him. Well, a lot of the other players after ANZ champs, you know, like Demi, like Azure, and whatnot, they did decide to take a little bit of a break and try to, you know, not be stressed out all the time. Pezz, still playing, still laddering, still competing. Just, you know, trying to not have to climb his way back up, trying to ride that momentum.